had very strong elements. We definitely had to fight a little bit more for the program than maybe our fairy tale performance would have been, but I guess that's why you train. And I think this season we're really appreciating having the training under our belts to be able to perform like that. Even when it isn't a perfect skate. I mean, I guess Tessa's convinced me because she's a perfectionist, but I thought it was pretty good. So overall, we're happy. We had a great competition, and I mean, we can't be too upset.
For the top two couples, both of you, I'd like to answer here. You both won, you both had to defend. What's harder and why?
Well, I think we're always put in a tough position when we're competing against Maryland and Charlie. We see them train every day, and we know that they're going to bring the house down. They're so consistent, and they have great material. So there's never any doubt about that. I think the great thing about our approach to this week especially was just staying focused on our own job, and whether we were coming in first or second or 10th, I think it was just all about the experience and the season that has led us to this point, which was an accomplishment in itself, just feeling healthy and training the whole year and competing throughout the Grand Prix season. I think it's all been incredible, and this is just kind of the icing on the cake.
I think last year we had put a little bit more pressure on ourselves. We sort of felt like all of the U.S. was behind us to try to really get that first World Championship. And I think that we really had that kind of weighing on us a bit. And so having gotten that out of the way, I think we just had the confidence, we just believed in ourselves and our training. And so it was definitely a little easier this year, a little less stressful.
What were your concerns or reservations or whatever about this program that you might have expressed to Scott afterwards that he made reference to a few minutes ago?
Well, it'll be interesting to look back on the tape. It just didn't come as naturally as I think it has in the past, and maybe as easy as it is felt in training at home. But maybe those were just little bubbles that I felt, or maybe just were felt between the two of us. It's hard to know what people can notice. But overall, like Scott said, I think that's why we train, and it's nice to have that to rely on, so that we're not worrying about executing elements, and we're still getting into character, and the program is still building. I do think it was a step forward from the rest of the season. It just we did have to fight for it a little bit, and when you're envisioning the program at a World Championships, it's not always a fight.
A question for all of you. The end of the season is approaching. You're doing your programs, short and straight for almost the last time. Do you feel ready to leave this program behind you? Maybe you have soft spots for them. You plan to keep them maybe some for galas. And are you already looking towards next year with new ideas, new program, and are you ready to poker?
Luckily, hopefully we'll get another shot. We're hoping that Canada will qualify for the World Team Trophy, which will give us one more opportunity to compete each program. I can't say that I have wrapped my head around poke next year, but it's always kind of in the back of your mind. You got to plan ahead a little bit, but I think I can't believe I'm going to say this, but I might enjoy the next 2 weeks rumming before we go.
Well, I'm on the opposite end of the spectrum. I'm really excited to polka next year. Sometimes at the end of the day, if Charlie and I have an event, we actually play on the polka right now. That's pretty good. But in terms of our current programs, I think that at the end of the season, if you have programs that you really love and you've been able to grow with, I think certainly it's kind of sad to see them go. And we've had programs like that before, but I think throughout our career, we also learn how great of an experience it is to choreograph new things and kind of take new directions and see where you can improve and learn how to express things in a different way. So I think we're really excited to see what we come up with next year.
I will speak Russian. Tanya will translate.
We didn't answer.
That's fine.
Excuse me.
No, I don't care about the polka at all. And, I mean, it's polka. No, I don't know. We'll try to find a way to entertain ourselves first, and then the audience with this polka. And about the program, like I think we might use the samba for shows because it's like really a good dance for us, and everybody love it. I guess we love it. About the free program, if we made it to the World Team Trophy, I guess we will have to do one more run through. And we will try to find a way to get new ideas for next year.
Прощение. Вы представляете разные страны, но тренер у вас русские. Вот можете рассказать, каково это работать с русскими специалистами, за что вы их любите, цените, чему они вас учат? Спасибо.
The question is to all three couples. You are representing 3 different countries, but all your coaches are Russians, from Russia. So can you talk a little bit about what the Russian coaching style has brought to you, and what you really appreciate about your coach, and what did they teach you?
My coaches are Canadian and American, but they are from Russia at one time. No, yeah, obviously they have that Russian background, and that was a big reason for why we went to them 7 or 8 years ago. And you know, Russia was dominating the sport, especially in the 70s and 80s and 90s. So you know, we were able to take some of that leadership from Marina and Igor and from their teaching and benefit from it. And you know, I think the sport has changed though, a little bit since then. And you know, I think it's more so the vision now at this point in our careers. You know, the technical aspect of the Russian coaching helps a lot, but it's more so about vision, and we do have to go back to, you know, the technical side of things, you know, mostly probably May, June, July, and go back to it every once in a while throughout the rest of the season, but it's more about vision, and I think we're excited about the vision that Marina and Igor have for us for the next couple of years, and we're lucky to have them.
I think it's really difficult for us to really grasp kind of a Russian background and Russian heritage and what Marina and Igor are able to bring to the ice because of that heritage. But, you know, I think we're fully aware of the really successful past that Russian figure skating has, and so certainly we can appreciate that with Marina and Igor and growing up in kind of the golden era of Russian figure skating. But then also I think every once in a while we're able to kind of get glimpses into their history and their education through maybe either words of wisdom or just kind of seeing the way they think through things. With Marina in particular, she often talks about her education in Russia as a choreographer and her education in classical dance and music. And so it's really interesting for us to kind of see how she kind of gained the skills that she has, that she brings to the ice for us. So.
As you know, we moved to Russia 3 years ago because it was the only reason for us. It was to learn the way they skated, because it was something that we missed. And going to Angelica today and Pasquale is like just a following for us.